Hello students, myself Rakesh Misra. In this video lecture we will learn about the transport of gases. This is all about matter of class 11 chapter 17, breathing and exchange of gases. In previous video lecture you have learned the exchange of gases where the partial pressure play important role. In each steps you have learned how partial pressure play very vital role for exchange of gases. As you all know, if the partial pressure for any gaseous molecules get increased, then the gases automatically diffuse from one system to another system. Now back to the transport of gases. What happens when the gases by means of the high concentration or by means of the partial pressure reach from alveoli to the blood capillary, and how it will transported to another system. Listen carefully. Suppose that this is the alveoli. Suppose that this is the alveoli, and near to alveoli, suppose that this is the blood capillary. Blood capillary. And this may be the oxygen molecules. When oxygen molecules reach to the blood capillaries, then there is a need of carrier. There is need of carrier. What do you mean by carrier? In order to transport the oxygen molecules to the respected cell or tissue. Suppose that this is the cell or tissue. It means this oxygen molecules is required to move inside the cell in order to perform the rest process of the respiration. But this cannot automatically flow from the blood capillaries. This is the blood capillaries. This one is the alveoli. It cannot automatically reach from blood capillary to the cell or tissue. There is a need of a medium. That medium is hemoglobin. That is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the ferrous containing pigment. It is the red color iron containing pigment. Listen. The red color iron containing pigment, hemoglobin. Suppose that this one is the hemoglobin, and this trap the oxygen molecules and tend to transfer to the cell or tissue. Listen carefully. Single molecule of hemoglobin can carry maximum of 4 oxygen molecules. Single molecule of hemoglobin can carry maximum of 4 oxygen molecules. It will form HbOH, that is known as oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin. The formula HbOH, while the structure can be represented as Hb as a centralized molecules and oxygen molecules at each peripheral region. This is the simple representation of oxyhemoglobin. So here we can say that hemoglobin acts as the carrier for oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin, and later to the surface of the cell, the hemoglobin release the oxygen molecules to the cell, where it performs the process of the respiration. That is 6 molecule of oxygen plus C6H12O6. This forms the 6 molecule of carbon dioxide, 6 molecule of water plus 38 ATP energy. These molecules of carbon dioxide later transported to the alveoli to the surface of blood capillary by the same way as oxygen come. It means, as you all know, oxygen come with the help of hemoglobin, that the carbon dioxide also released out from the cell and transported to the different other parts of the body where the oxygen comes. It means it will transport it to the alveoli. It will discuss in later in next topic, that is how oxygen transported. In this video lecture we will learn about only the transport of oxygen. Transport of oxygen. It means transport of gases made for the oxygen and carbon dioxide both. But here we are talking about how transport of oxygen take place. Later we will describe about the transport of carbon dioxide. As you all know, the oxygen is very essential gaseous molecules in order to perform this important events. So there is a need to transfer from blood capillary to the cell. Here the hemoglobin acts a vital role as a carrier. This oxyhemoglobin, actually 97% of our oxygen molecules, 97% of body oxygen molecules flow in form of oxyhemoglobin, and rest 3% in form of blood plasma. Listen carefully. This should be noted down by you. Now back to the oxygen dissociation curve. Listen carefully. Very important part of the transport of oxygen molecules is oxygen dissociation curve. First of all, we need to clear the concept of association and dissociation. Listen carefully. Here, the oxygen molecules, when diffused out from alveoli to the blood capillaries, need to react with the hemoglobin molecules. That is, the hemoglobin plus oxygen molecules, 4 molecules of oxygen, first of all need to react. This need of a reaction, and for this there is a need of some environmental condition. That environmental condition for the binding of oxygen molecules to the hemoglobin molecules is the partial pressure of oxygen should be greater. Listen. Sorry. First condition for binding of oxygen molecules with the hemoglobin molecules is the partial pressure of oxygen should be greater. The partial pressure of oxygen should be greater. First condition. Second, partial pressure of carbon dioxide should be lesser or should be less. If partial pressure of oxygen should be less, then oxygen can bind with the hemoglobin molecules very easily. And the first condition was partial pressure of oxygen should be greater and the partial pressure of carbon dioxide should be lesser. The third condition is temperature should be low. Temperature should be low. And the fourth condition is the proton concentration should be very less. These 4 conditions is required to bind oxygen with the hemoglobin, and that all present near to the surface of alveoli. As you all know, near to the surface of alveoli, the partial pressure of oxygen is 104 mmHg, which is greater than the partial pressure of carbon dioxide, that is only 40 mmHg. So the first condition is very applicable over the binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin. The second condition, partial pressure of carbon dioxide is very less, it is I think over. The third condition, temperature is very low. As you inhale, the recent upcoming gases has very low temperature because it carry through the different parts of body like the nostril, nasal passage, that also provide the cooling effect. So in the region of alveoli, the temperature often low to compare than the other body parts. The third is proton concentration. How proton form? As bicarbonate ion form, there will be the release of proton. Listen carefully what happened. The 6 molecule of carbon dioxide and 6 molecule of water, that is water and carbon dioxide molecules form H2CO3. This form H2CO3, later this form H plus HCO3. It should be created. It means both react to called the proton ion. So proton ion can generated near to surface of tissue, not to the region of alveoli. In the region of alveoli, proton ion concentration are very less. This should be explained in your own language. Now back to how oxygen get dissociate from the hemoglobin. So this concept of binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin is known as oxygen association. It means this is known as association of oxygen. We can say that this is the association of oxygen. While near to the surface of blood, near to the surface of cell or tissue, there is need to dissociate the hemoglobin with the oxygen. जब कोई मॉलिक्यूल्स किसी को पकड़ लेता है, जैसे ऑक्सीजन हीमोग्लोबिन, जैसे हीमोग्लोबिन ऑक्सीजन को पकड़ ले, तो कहां से पकड़ के लाता है? एल्वियोलर रीजन से। अब एल्वियोलर रीजन से पकड़ के लाएगा तो जीवन भर पकड़ा रह जाएगा, तो ये रेस्पिरेशन वाला प्रोसेस हो नहीं पाएगा। तो होगा क्या कि ऑक्सीजन को हीमोग्लोबिन यहां से पकड़ के लाया तो सेल के टिश्यू के सरफेस पे ले आके उसको छोड़ना पड़ेगा। तो पहला काम तो आपका क्या हो गया? एसोसिएशन। सेकेंड काम क्या होगा? सेकेंड वर्क होगा डिसोसिएशन का। देन फाइनली Hb gets separate out from the 4 molecule of oxygen. So here in the region of the cell surface, the all oxygen molecules get released out by the hemoglobin molecules. This phenomenon is known as dissociation. It means first there is association, while the second is the dissociation. Why association required? In order to binding of oxygen molecules with hemoglobin, and why dissociation? In order to release the oxygen molecules from hemoglobin to the surface of the body of cell. Listen carefully. So overall process of association and dissociation I think is clear. Now back to the oxygen dissociation curve. This is called as dissociation. Why dissociation required? In order to release the oxygen molecules inside the cell. पहले तो ऑक्सीजन बाइंड किया, दूसरी स्टेप पे क्या होगा? ऑक्सीजन डिसोसिएट किया, ऑक्सीजन हीमोग्लोबिन को डिसोसिएट कर दिया और कहां पहुंच गया? सेल में। तो ये दोनों बातें आपको अच्छी तरह से जान लेना है। एसोसिएशन एंड डिसोसिएशन के कॉन्सेप्ट को यही से मैंने समझ लिया। यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन का एसोसिएशन रिक्वायर्ड है और यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन का डिसोसिएशन। So where it happened, the dissociation and association happened near to the surface of alveoli, and dissociation happened near to the surface of blood capillary. For the association there is a need of some condition. This condition is the oxygen molecule, the partial pressure of oxygen should be greater. पहला कंडीशन क्या है? ऑक्सीजन का पार्शियल प्रेशर ज्यादा होना चाहिए। दूसरा कंडीशन क्या है? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का पार्शियल प्रेशर कम होना चाहिए। तो दोनों कंडीशन एल्वियोली के पास अवेलेबल है, इसलिए ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल आसानी से हीमोग्लोबिन के साथ एसोसिएट होगा। थर्ड कंडीशन इज टेंपरेचर शुड बी लो, दैट इज आल्सो पॉसिबल नियर टू सरफेस ऑफ एल्वियोली। एंड फोर्थ कंडीशन इज प्रोटॉन आयन कंसंट्रेशन शुड बी वेरी लेस। प्रोटॉन कंसंट्रेशन कहां सबसे ज्यादा होता है? ये टिश्यू रीजन में सबसे ज्यादा होता है, जहां पे बाइकार्बोनेट आयन बनने के चांसेस रहते हैं। तो सारे कंडीशन एसोसिएशन के लिए एल्वियोली रीजन में सबसे फेवरेबल है। नाउ बैक टू द कंडीशन फॉर डिसोसिएशन। द कंडीशन फॉर डिसोसिएशन इज जस्ट अपोजिट ऑफ द कंडीशन ऑफ एसोसिएशन। इसके लिए क्या होगा? पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ ऑक्सीजन शुड बी वेरी लेस। फॉर डिसोसिएशन द कंडीशन partial pressure of oxygen should be very less. The second condition, partial pressure of carbon dioxide should be much or more. Third condition, the temperature should be greater. And fourth condition, the proton ion concentration should be much. Near to the tissue, the partial pressure of oxygen was remain at 40 mmHg and partial pressure of carbon dioxide should be 45 mmHg. As we know that the carbon dioxide has a partial pressure, has greater partial pressure, so easily dissociate the overall overall oxygen from hemoglobin. As we all know, inside the body temperature is 37.5 degrees centigrade. That is very much to compare than the alveolar region. Now back to the proton ion concentration. Proton as generated by the H2CO3 can easily be formed. So overall process of oxygen association and dissociation I think is clear. If we plot the graph for the oxygen dissociation curve, that should be noticeable, that should be noticed by you. Let us talk about the graph plot between the partial pressure of oxygen and percentage saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen. That is known as oxygen dissociation curve. Oxygen dissociation curve. Oxygen dissociation curve. If you plot the graph between partial pressure of oxygen and percentage saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen molecules, then you will get the sigmoid curve. Listen carefully. जब partial pressure of oxygen 0 रहता है तो कोई भी ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स किसी भी हीमोग्लोबिन मॉलिक्यूल्स के साथ एसोसिएशन या डिसोसिएशन शो नहीं करता है। ठीक है, जैसे जैसे पार्शियल प्रेशर बढ़ता जाता है, जैसे जैसे पार्शियल प्रेशर बढ़ता जाता है, ऑक्सीजन का सेचुरेशन यानी कि हीमोग्लोबिन के साथ ऑक्सीजन उसके साथ जुड़ता जाता है। मैंने बोला कि पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑक्सीजन का बढ़ेगा तो हीमोग्लोबिन ज्यादा रिएक्ट करेगा ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल से। तो जैसे जैसे पार्शियल प्रेशर बढ़ता है हीमोग्लोबिन ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करता जाता है। ठीक है, कुछ हद तक होगा तो ये पार्शियल प्रेशर बढ़ेगा तो हीमोग्लोबिन सेटिस्फाई होते हैं। हीमोग्लोबिन के सेटिस्फेक्शन का क्या मतलब है? दिस इज द हीमोग्लोबिन, दैट हीमोग्लोबिन इज नोन एज अनसेटिस्फाइड और अनसैचुरेटेड, दैट इज नोन एज अनसैचुरेशन। This is hemoglobin having 4 molecule of oxygen, that is known as saturated hemoglobin. So percentage saturation of hemoglobin is depend upon the total number of oxygen molecules. So as the partial pressure increase, as the partial pressure of oxygen increase, the overall molecule of hemoglobin gets saturated, that is get react with the oxygen molecules. But if all oxygen molecules get consumed by the all hemoglobin molecules, then no more oxygen remain in body in order to saturate the hemoglobin molecules. No more oxygen molecules remain in body in order to saturate the hemoglobin molecules. तो क्या होगा? जब कोई ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स ही नहीं बचेगा हीमोग्लोबिन मॉलिक्यूल को सैचुरेटेड करने के लिए, देखो कुल 4 मॉलिक्यूल्स एक हीमोग्लोबिन को चाहिए। सभी हीमोग्लोबिन सभी तरह का सभी ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स अगर हीमोग्लोबिन पे जाके पिकअप कर देंगे तो कोई ऑक्सीजन नहीं बचेगा। तो उसके बाद क्या होगा? ये ग्राफ ऐसे पैरेलल चलने लगेगा तो हमको कौन सा ग्राफ मिलेगा? सिग्मोइड ग्राफ। क्या मिलेगा? सिग्मोइड ग्राफ और सिग्मोइड कर्व। ये याद रखना है सबको। सिग्मोइड कर्व कब मिलता है? When we plot the graph between partial pressure of oxygen and percentage saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen. This is all about matter of oxygen dissociation curve. The graph plot between partial pressure of oxygen and percentage saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen molecules is known as the oxygen dissociation curve. ठीक है, ये आप कॉपी में लिख लेंगे, सारी चीजें एक्सप्लेन कर लेंगे। अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में या फिर फिजिकल क्लास में इसको क्लियर कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट वीडियो लेक्चर में हम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के ट्रांसपोर्ट पे डिस्कस करेंगे। इसके पहले आपको ऑक्सीजन डिसोसिएशन कर्व और ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन पे अच्छा नोट्स बना लेना। थैंक यू।